This is a important topic to explore, particularly in financial services. Looking deeper at the universe of diverse clients and their needs can only yield positive results for you and your institution. It's been a long time coming, seeing it evolve as it has, and I think we will see a more and more diverse assortment of opportunities out there. And I'm so glad to be addressing this with you. For the last 20 years, I've been looking at the affluent and wealthy marketplace, the buyers, the clients, the audiences in my consulting work, and specifically in the luxury market and what I call premier businesses. Those are folks who they're not in luxury per se, but they're focused on becoming the best in their respective categories. I can tell you for sure the age, the background, the persona, the habits, the interests, the needs of the affluent have changed. And the big change is either there's diversity in their thinking or there's diversity in their heritage. I titled this The Affluent and Wealthy You Don't Know, but you may well know who we're talking about. During this talk, I'm referring to your friends, I'm referring to colleagues, to neighbors, to in laws, and it might even be you on the call. It's less that we don't know this person as we may not highlight the affluent person with a diverse background or the person who expects more of its business relationship because of the diverse world that we're in. So that's what we're talking about today. But I chuckle when I see these caricatures of the wealthy, like the Thurston Howell, the millionaire on the Gilligan's Island with his blue blood accent and predictably in a blue blazer and ascot. Today's affluent is more likely to be in a baseball cap and jeans, might be of mixed race, might be making money from something you don't quite understand, and is likely to be less loyal to you if you do not demonstrate an interest in serving a more diverse world. So, for all of these reasons, this is an important discussion. The opportunity cost in not having a strategy in this area is enormous. And today we're going to talk about one market segment and discuss some of the things I've seen in my experience that might be valuable to you in your own efforts. Today's focus is affluent African Americans. And the first thing I should say as we look at diverse audiences in any business, it's important to consider the nuances and the unique characteristics of each audience. So even within a particular audience, you will find nuances, and no group is a monolith. Today we're talking about affluent African Americans, but you will find that there will be things, insights that you have that I might not mention. There will be questions you have that are unique questions. So this is a very good idea to explore. The affluent African American market is often unappreciated for a variety of reasons. I think we are more visible than ever before, but often there are preconceived notions, there are ever present images, often negative, that are in contrast to affluence that dominate everyone's thinking. It's the person sitting in the restaurant across from you. It's the person on the plane when you're on a business trip or when you're going on vacation. If you're in a big city, there are affluent African Americans visible everywhere. Nevertheless, there is an African American population that is overlooked and not seen in today's vernacular. It's well educated, it's ambitious, it lives well, and it's a candidate for your financial services. First of all, let's talk about some of the common mistakes made by financial institutions in developing a strategy, what those are, the psychology and strategies that you must develop internally to better align with this rapidly growing segment, little known nuances of cultivating this audience that you must internalize. Let's go deeper into this. That is hiding in plain sight. It really makes sense for you to have a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you're going to be left flat footed trying to figure out how to relate to a market that you don't understand. Let's talk about this growing African American affluent. 1.5 million US millionaires. 1.5 million US millionaires. 8% of all US millionaires. 3.75% of African Americans are millionaires. African Americans own almost 125,000 businesses, and that is going to multiply dramatically in the coming years because African Americans are starting businesses more frequently than other segments. African American affluence and wealth continue to grow, but many financial institutions do not have a strategy to capitalize on this market shift. There are hidden paths to success in this high potential category, which you can deploy for greater success. So when you analyze the African American market, it's easy to make these common mistakes. The first is focusing on the wealth gap and disparities and not the specific instances of wealth. As I've said to you, this is a market that's hiding in plain sight. Today, my goodness, it's really clear if you look around and you look at all of the thought leaders and the people being interviewed, the people from various industries, that there is a lot of accomplishment in this market. You also might find that there's just disinterest and therefore inaction. Or there could be a perception that it's too risky. Maybe they have limited resources. So maybe this is something I don't want to give my attention to for that reason. And I think all of those are mistakes that companies are making. And I want to just say to you, don't make those mistakes. Just let me know that you are on the call and you'd like to explore what you might do in your organization, and maybe there's a way I can help you. Would love to set up a strategy call with you to explore that possibility. So I'll just simply say have a prosperous and productive remainder of the week, and thanks again for having me.
Thanks, Andre.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye.